got some easy buckets, and then, shots start to fall.
Blake, thank you. Kevin, a complete culture change with this organization.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Starting with Kenny, your take.
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will continue to grow.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast.
Complete domination. What a game for Jay. He's got 32 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake-out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
It's Westbrook with the drive. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup. Westbrook's got 13.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Jordan. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his third rebound on the night. Here's Roberson. Stolen away. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 19. And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Roberson. That's tipped. Los Angeles has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Griffin with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. To the inside. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. 36 points for Jay.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And that one's good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. He's coming off an excellent season. First in assists, 5th in steals, and he was just a machine at the charity stripe. Top 5 in the league in free throw percentage.
And dropping dimes, too. I mean, led the league in assists, and he's an absolute magician with the basketball.
Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Clippers leading by 18. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. he said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Singler, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Here's Roberson. He has 5. Clock at 6. Kept alive. Here's Collison. Jordan with some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
So here's Westbrook, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Here's the screen. Outside Westbrook. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Now here's Durant. He's got 13. That's good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Crawford. It's rebounded by Durant.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. The 15-footer, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Westbrook. 17 points for Kevin Durant.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Thunder trailing by 18. Here's Roberson. He has 5. Westbrook drives in. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Thunder. Navarro, the pass to Griffin. Goes up off the pick, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And Jordan sends it back.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Navarro. He has 38 in the game. Unloads from 13. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now here's Collison. Defense is right there. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Cantor checked in for the Thunder.
Personal foul coming on the floor for the Thunder. And this is Cantor.
Pass to Durant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Clippers leading by 18. Here's Navarro. He kicks to Jordan. Navarro, the pass to Crawford. 6 to shoot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Augustine kicks to Collison. Crawford with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Crawford leading the charge. The open shot by Paul. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well. No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Griffin. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Griffin's got 14 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Westbrook kicks to Collison. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives... a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Russell Westbrook.
Dion Waiters.
Augustine with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's another one for the Thunder.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Here's Augustine, following the basket by Blake Griffin. For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. Clark, they went 25 and 27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
But they recover it. The shot's good from Cantor. Clippers leading by 17. It's Pierce on the wing. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Stolen by Waiters. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Wide open look. Shot is no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pierce kicks to Johnson. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Thunder making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Now here's Waiters after Wesley Johnson's 3-pointer that didn't go. Augustine against Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Augustine, no luck.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And the Clippers miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Johnson with the block. The feed now to Redick. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Still Clippers ball.
Here's Pierce. There's the triple. Durant with some nice D. Augustine. The shot is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit.